commerce is all about. Minority business owners helping one another.
You took a risk making the phone call. You want something. I don't sell my product locally. It's all shipped out of state.
You want to avoid the attention of local law enforcement. I get it.
I'm in the tequila business.
Hi guys,
Until
I
now,
don't know if you can see me, and I hope you are doing well.
and now you know who I am.
And I don't.
Yeah, today is on Sunday,
Shit.
and I want to do. Actually, it's really late. It's pretty late, and I want to do. It's 10:36. I'm currently watching Queen of the South. I'm using my back camera. I don't even know if you guys can see me. Yeah, I hope you guys can see me. I hope so. Let me confirm. I want to actually haven't eaten yet. I was making my food. I thought I would get to sleep early today, but oh, that didn't happen. I want to prepare for my day tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. Start a new day tomorrow. And I want actually to be quick with this. Just want to look at my weekly calendar. For those who don't know, I'm a social media manager. Digital marketing. Yeah. So where is it? Where are you? So we normally usually have daily stand-up meetings where you get to, get to say what you're working for the day. And I need to be ready. Mondays are not days for me. I don't like Mondays since I was in school actually. Yeah, Mondays have never been for me. Mondays are no. Ooh, I don't know if I should play some music, but I don't want to play music that will make me have some copyright. But normally, what is it called? I upload some of the music that I use on my YouTube. You could check that out. Maybe I could play that. Yeah, so I work as a social media manager. Hi, Clinton. I'm actually watching myself to see when you're not okay because I'm using the back camera. Clinton, long time. How have you been? So as I was saying, I work as a social media manager, and yeah, we shifted remotely by default. Yeah, and I'm grateful actually for that. I'm grateful, but it's not easy actually. So let me know if you'd like to see a day in the life working remotely. Clinton. Yeah, social media manager, digital marketing for my company. I work for a tech company. Yeah, it's been a while since I uploaded some content on here, and I was like, let me just try do, a live to put you guys on what I've been. The last time I posted was actually in January, if I'm not wrong, but I've been posting shorts of videos here and there. It was in January. That time, I lost my job, my other job that I was still working as a social media manager. It was still remote, it was still a remote role. I lost it due to the USAID saga. You guys remember that? The USAID saga that was going on. So I lost it to I think December. That's when the funding nearly ended and I had to start looking for other jobs. I was actually pumped up putting out content weekly. I used to do it every Sunday, but then the motivation it kind of after I lost my job, and you know how that phase is when you're looking for a new job. And I took a break for some time. It wasn't easy. Oh, you're asking where I get remote jobs? My previous one, it was with an NGO. I just applied, imagine. I wouldn't say it's luck, but there was this time two of my friends were like, how comes okay, potential job, like once you're out of a job, it doesn't take time to get back to another job. One thing about me, nikipoteza job, I swear I don't sleep. I would never sleep. That would never happen to me, imagine. I don't know. Najiona like nimekatika kidogo. I think I can adjust my tripod kidogo. Let me see. Okay, unajua angalia kwa laptop. Just to see kama naonekana vizuri. So where I get the jobs, actually LinkedIn, that's where I would say I get my connects. If I were to show you the emails that I've sent before I got this job, they're more than 100. Like literally, I don't sleep when I don't have a job. I'll use whatever resource I have, LinkedIn, Google Jobs, or whatever. My cycle of friends. What else? These WhatsApp job channels that we have nowadays. Yeah, they really help a lot. And actually, this new one that I have, ilikuwa 9 to 5. Niliingia late March. So we are 3 months in. 3 months in. And ilikuwa 9 to 5. And out of nowhere too. I don't know. Out of nowhere they decided it could remote by default. But yeah, I'm quite good with researching jobs. So Clinton, I don't know if you're still doing mambo. If I remember, ulikuwa unafanya nini? Ulikuwa tu unafanya mambo ya communication, si ndio? Ama what are you doing? It will remind me. Because I actually share with most of my friends. Mbona unacheka? I actually share with most of my friends and they get jobs. I'm quite good at that. Clinton, what have you been up to? Exactly, I wasn't wrong. Hey, I remember. Nakumbuka. So I think, do you still have my number? I think kwa nini kwa, what is it called? Instagram. We've spoken before several times, if I'm not wrong. So maybe you could hit me up. Mkwena kusukumia, whatever I find. Yeah. Sawa. And LinkedIn is actually such a good source. I'm a place to find these jobs. Yeah, so actually, aki guy, nilikuwa nimejiambia I'll sleep early. But who is me? Who is me? I need to eat. And I'm thinking tomorrow, well, I haven't been quite motivated to do these things. Imagine bado sijahit 1K. But I think ningekuwa, what do you call it? Ningekuwa consistent. But I think we can still do it this year. I can still get to 1K. Ningekuwa consistent, actually, ningekuwa mbali. Hiyo drawback ya January ndo ilifanya nikuwa a bit slow because I had to put content weekly. But then, you know, when you're not having things going on in your life, your motivation and your passion drifts kidogo because you don't have anything to show, literally. But I'm grateful right now. I'm settled, and we'll have things moving. I want to do a day in the life. I don't know. Sijui kama audio yangu iko poa, I should have used my mic. I don't know. Let me see. Lakini hata sijazicharge. Where are they? I haven't charged these mics. Haven't charged them. Well, I did, but I don't know if nitatest kesho and then maybe from there. Na sijui kwa nini live yangu iko portrait. Let me see if I can fix it. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know why. Inaonekana ikiwa nini? Yeah, totally understand that balance sometimes ukuwa noma, especially kama umesort out job searching. Yeah, you literally don't have time. Okay, you have time to your hands, a lot of time, but you have nothing to show. You have nothing to show. You're not even motivated to live or even do anything to yourself. So I'm thinking of shooting a day in the life of a social media marketer, social media manager, sorry. I've done this before on my previous role, but that was a different role. That was actually last year. So I could try shoot that this week so that you guys see how my day starts. It's not that interesting since sometimes na work nikiwa tu kwa kitanda, literally nashinda kwa bed. I think I'm done here. Nilikuwa tu na sort what I'll be doing this week. Tuko week 4 and actually tuko quarter tuko quarter gani? Tuko quarter gani of the year? Because hii quarter inatukimbiza sana. Let me see. Because kumekuwa na a lot of stuff right now. Oh, tuko quarter 2. Ndo inaisha. We have a lot going on right now. Yeah. Before tumalize, because this week on Friday I actually have an event coming up, a job on Friday. So this week we are trying to push that. Yeah. Doing campaigns and everything. Yes, so I have to up my game this week. I cannot afford to lazy around. But honestly, being Working remotely is not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the faint-hearted because saa zingine I get so exhausted hadi najipata tu nimelala. Kwanza inipate what is it called? Schedule my content for the day. I sleep the whole day, and it's not something nice. It's not something I fancy or enjoy. But I'm trying to be proactive so that I'm able even to make my days, enjoyable. Si kushinda tu kwa nyumba. Maybe once in a week I could work outside. I was thinking I could be going what's the place? Kenya Library upper hill, because it's just 20 bob for the whole day. But the latter ya kwenda kwa maybe a cafe, I'll spend more if sina budget for that. Yeah, it gets lonely because I only get to meet my friends once in a while. I have like 2 friends around. Yeah, my friend Jerusha. I hope she sees this. And another one, she's just a neighbor across the street, across the estate. Anaitwa Kido Masai. She's also a YouTuber. So, na sijui kama ako on, nimwambie aingie live yangu. Let me see if she's online. She's supposed to be sleeping pia, kesho anaenda job. Actually, sikuwa nimejiambia ati nitaingia live. Maybe I would have notified some of my friends to come and support me. I actually didn't expect anyone to be here. I just wanted to yap and all that. Thank you, Clinton. Yeah, working remotely, you realize you have a lot of time. Literally, you have a lot of time on your hands. Especially kama you want to organize yourself, one who is always like umejipanga, and then unajipata, because najipatanga, see, I have my content, imepangwa for the day, so I know when this is going up, unless kama sikuwa prepare for the week, that's when work inaumana. But normally when I have everything sorted out, by 2 ama 3, tuseme by lunchtime, even dedicate those times, by 3 ama 2 nakwanga nimemaliza everything. So you can imagine how much time I have, and mi napenda kulala. I worked remotely when COVID hit. It was the best. I can imagine that time, by the way. I can imagine. Discipline ndo kazi sasa, otherwise utalala. Hey, let me tell you, mi napenda usingizi. I sleep. And then, our stand-up meeting every day, like the admin meetings, zinakwanga nini? From 8, and I'm working for 2 companies, 2 brands under 1 company. Yeah. It's a tech company, but tuko na 2 brands under 8, so I'm working for both. So you can imagine from 8 to 8:30, hiyo ni meeting ya kwanza. So that means I should be up by 7. But saa zingine najipatanga nimeamka 7:30. najipata niko tu kwa kitanda having my meetings kwa kitanda, but it's really hard. I don't know, I should get my food and eat. 11 ishafika, ilifaa nilale mapema, but tutajipanga kesho. Sawa Clinton, you'll hit me up. Are you currently working ama uko 9 to 5? Ama uko tu? Tell me. Uko tu ama? Let me serve my food, niache ukitype hapo niambie what you're doing right now. But I'm looking into getting having clients outside my work. I do have one that I'm working for. He owns a tennis court in Karen. When the year started, actually, I had like 2 and another one, but the other one tulikosana because he wants me to do so much for so little, so much that SJ PNHI. Let me tell you, social media managers, you go through shit, weird things. Because tell me why I was handling alikuwa brands alikuwa na deal nazo ni shule like kindergarten za the elementary schools za watoi playgroup and whatever, so there were like 3, and for these 3 a lot goes on in their strategy, coming up with content, all those things that a social media manager does. So tulikuwa tumeelewana, mimi all I'm going to be is a social media coordinator, and those are 2 different things. Social media coordinator yana coordinate to what goes on socials. Nyinyi hadi kwa contract tulikuwa tumeelewana, they provide for content, for graphics. What I was to provide is the strategy, the monthly content calendar. I provided that for the 3 schools. You're still working for a betting company? Oh, interesting. Last year at a time like this. Okay, not at a time like this. Like Apple May, I was actually working for a betting company. Sitaitaja, but I think you know it. I think you know it. If you've watched some of my vlogs before, uko 2024, uko May, May, April, March, utapata I worked for a betting company, a very big one, big company, Kwapa Westlands, and I quit. I actually have a vlog on that I quit. Let me see. I think it was the last. Nini I did, the last video I did. It wasn't the last video. A few nini uko nyuma, and then I have a vlog. Apple resigning from work, but nilieka way later. But from my vlogs, you will tell. Actually, on the thumbnail, you will tell what company. Ilikuwa company gani. Mm. So nilikuwa nawapea story ya nini, story ya venye I lost that client. We only worked for 1 month. Tuliwork for 1 month. This guy, si alikuwa anataka ni handle 3 brands. These are different schools that require different strategies to push it, and the shenanigans that goes on with pushing the brand, handling social media and everything. But my role was specifically being a social media coordinator. That was it. In our contract, it was well stated that this is it. And the reason niliamua kuichukua, I was still new in this job. I was still very, very fresh kwa hii job yenye niko sahi. I wanted some few coins in my pocket. It wouldn't hurt hata kama I was working and still being paid so little. I needed to have some coin in my pockets. It doesn't hurt anyone. So this guy was paying me 10K. Let me tell you, stakange kuifikiria. Yeah, digital marketing is tough. Dealing with some clients is stressful. That's true. Especially when they demand so much and then they pay so little. You put out so much and you get so little, like it's not fair. So tukadecide, and then this guy wanted to add another 2 brands, bado za shule, two brands, imagine, zikuwe 5 under the same pay. And then now he wanted to change the terms to be like, I'm the one handling content, graphics and everything. And I was like, no. So mwezi ikaisha, end month mi nangoja pesa yangu, nikatuma reports. Hey, acha nikwambie tulipelekana. It was really hard. That guy ended up paying me half the money. You can imagine. After, telling him that I needed... Let me get my water. After, actually even, would I say threatened? Because I was like, I'm taking down your accounts. How can you do this to me? But thank God. He should thank God that I'm a good girl. Because otherwise, nigga drop his accounts zote. But I didn't. He should thank God. He ended up, huyo mtu alinionyesha shenge. Clinton, imagine they pay so little, want you to take up roles zote, then expect unrealistic results, e.g. unataka tu sales ziongezeke pap. Plus, mbona mimi naingiana na sales? Mimi ni social media manager. I'm here to elevate your brand. I'm here to push your brand online. As much as we might get some sales or leads, sales kwa nini, through social media, that's not my main aim or main motive of you getting a social media manager. That's not it. That's where they get it wrong. People should educate themselves on what social media management really is, because someone expects you to nini. If I'm offering nini graphic design and shooting content for you, that's different. That's a different package. I have 3 packages. Those are different payments, different packages. Okay, expect nifanye graphics, nifanye sijui nikuje ni shoot content and all those things. That's a premium package. What do you mean? And the most nini, na kwanza sijui mbona nilinini hivyo. I think venye tu unajipackage ndo mtu atakunini, because normally with all the clients I've been with, the lowest package I've had is 15K. My packages start at 15K. Now your 15K, hey, you wouldn't get as much as mtu amelipia premium atapata. They don't take it as a real job. I don't know why. Kenya, I think we have a long way to go because Maju, it takes, these people earn good money. Naonanga LinkedIn, the pay, it's too, the lowest I've seen, I think, is maybe ukistart as a starter ama kwa a mid-level social media manager. I think that the lowest I've seen is 500. Now it's not like an everyday job, but the most I've seen Adi 3K dollars. Imagine, I've seen Adi 3K. If I ever land on an international client or brand, that would be something else, because I have friends who are working for international brands. Yeah, I have friends who are working for international brands, and you can imagine mtu akilipa 2K dollars ama 1K is actually more than enough. If you would get that, that's crazy. Worked for a casino company, I can tell you mine. I hated explaining the analytics. I know. I know. It's not easy. So what happened with that client? Immediately alituma pesa yangu, they have money. I blocked him because I didn't want any more talking or consultation with him. Sikutaka the back and forth. It's so annoying. I hated it, and I was like, never again will I ever take a client paying that low and demanding more than what they are paying, because I was handling three different brands. So something else that happened, something interesting that happened, was you see when I lost my job, and motivation kind of chini and everything, it's really funny how we don't get to appreciate these little things when you have something going on in your life. Once you lose it, that's when you realize. So this thing was keeping me grounded. So this thing was making me, have a meaningful life. Yeah, lessons of I never love ball yourself. Never. I would never again. Hey, clients that show you shege, no. And I would have read the size, because I saw it from our first meeting. Because this guy I kept asking for the contract. It took forever. It took 3 weeks to get this contract. And this contract, I never signed it, by the way, because vitu tuliongelea on a phone call. I still have that recorded, by the way. I still have it. Vitu tuliongelea kwa call, these were things that were not documented or written down kwa contract. Unaenda huko unajigeuzia vitu zako. So I never signed that contract. So what I was saying is, when I started the year, nilikuwa I'd gotten something with a different social media manager that I look up to. I don't know if I still look up to her right now. She's doing pretty well, and she's big. She's doing pretty well. She deals with international brands and also local brands that are doing really well. And yeah, I was trying to learn from her, but mi sipendi kuwa micromanaged na mtu ni kama only like you're doing something. I didn't like that, so that had to stop. And actually last year a lot happened, but then immediately I lost my job. The motivation dropped. It dropped. A lot happened. Last year I graduated. I graduated last year. That was so interesting. I achieved a lot of things that were on my vision board. Iko pale kwa bedi yangu. I see the first, I think nitaonyesha kesho. The first thing was graduation. I graduated. YouTube, I was still shooting on YouTube. But then after I lost my job, I don't know what happened. I was supposed to get close to God. I did get close to God. I was supposed to treat myself and everything. Travel, I did go. Immediately nilitoka. Nilikuwa almost nitaje jina ya the betting company. Immediately I quit my job in May. I went for a solo trip to Kilifi. Yeah. What else? Just the pampering and everything. Actually, nili achieve 90% of what I was doing, what I had planned. And hopefully tuko second half, tunaingia second half of the year. I hope I achieve much more. And hey, najiaminia. Let's see how it gets. So right now, sahi kwa Netflix na watch nini? Na watch Queen of the South. That's what I'm currently watching. Guys, I really should sleep. Let me eat. Let me warm up my food. Then eat. I didn't see this comment. Ati nitakupigia uniambie hii story. You should. Nikupe hiyo story. I had to quit. And actually, everyone who was on our department, the marketing, digital department, everyone left. Imagine everyone left. The last person, cause place job yangu iko, the office penye iko, before, okay, tumemove remote, but we still have our office. It's like a walking distance to where the betting company was. And the last person who was there, mwenye tulikuwa tunafanya na social media, ndo alikuwa the last person kutoka, alitoka. So everyone mwenye tulikuwa na wao kwa digital department, everyone left. And by the time I was there, mtu tuliingia na yeye, already 2 designers walikuwa wameenda, watu tulikuwa tumeingia nao. So you can imagine how it was. It was a Chinese company, so you can imagine those people are, I don't want to talk much, but it's not easy working with them. It's not as easy as it may seem. And the pay was not that good. We do so much. Same thing. So much for so little. Unaingia 9, unatoka 6. By the time nafika Rongai, I didn't have time for myself. Friday, we used to work Monday to Saturday. Can you imagine? No. Yeah, Clinton, it's okay. Good night. Let me warm up my food, eat, and then sleep, because I really need to sleep. At least nikuwe na how many hours of sleep? So I need 11. If I'm done by 11:30, we'll have 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. At least 7 hours of sleep, the least. Let me warm up my food. I'm warming up my food. And currently, this is the book I'm reading. It's a really interesting book. I borrowed it from my friend. It's a really nice book. And I have a lots. Unaona kwanza kuna ingine hapa. This big bado sijaanza kuisoma. This big novel. We'll see. Nitaisoma as time goes by. I need to finish this first. I carried this with me. I think I'll do that vlog. I'll edit it as soon as I can. Nilienda Mombasa for that that last week of May. Yote, I was out down to Mombasa for a business trip. It was a conference that my company took me to. I almost said flew me to. Inshallah, we're manifesting. Took me to for a whole week. It was interesting. Yeah. I actually really love doing YouTube. It's just the motivation ndo inakosanga. Motivation ndo inakosanga. And my birthday is coming up in August. I really hope by that time nitakuwa nimefika 700 plus, because nataka by the end of the year nikuwa nimefikisha 1,000. I know it's possible. It's hard and also possible, but I need to be consistent. And recently, this past week, YouTube on my YouTube studio, niliona amenitumia a small message. Nilifikisha like 4 years. 4 years on YouTube. 4 years on YouTube na sijafika 1K. Imagine. Sijafika 1K. That's some bizarre. I'm having ugali. In skuma. I know you guys can see. Yeah. So, because let me get done eating. Let me get done eating, and I think I'll close up this live just here. I need to close this live. Yeah, guys, I need to close this live, and hopefully tomorrow I'm able to do a day in the live. But also on Wednesday, I'll be taking you guys to the office. On Wednesday, I'll be working in the office. It will be like a 9 to 5, but it's not the usual. It's just that on Wednesday, I'll be working in the office. So maybe I'll also do day in the life 9 to 5, how it is in the office. Yeah, that's what's up. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I'm able to do once or twice live. That's what I want to do, and I really hope I'm able to do that. It was nice catching up with a few that joined, and I hope whichever time that you're watching this from, you enjoyed it. It was just catching up with you guys, tell you guys what I've been up to and whatnot. And yeah, let me continue watching my Queen of the South, and then finish up my food, and then I'll be off to sleep. 12 shouldn't find me nikiwa hapa, because nilisema nalala by 1:30 na sijalala bado, 1:30 11:30 na sijalala bado. But let me get done. Nashinda nikisema let me get done and I'm not getting done. Let me go off right now, and I'll see you guys later. So I'll find an appropriate time or day when I'll be coming on lives. Yeah, and I'll also get Nini. I was to connect my tripod, but I didn't have time. I didn't have time for that. And also next time I'll connect my mic so that you guys are able to hear me vizuri. Yeah, we'll have a good setup next time. So bye bye guys, and see you on my next video. Bye.